Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am your host, June Archer. This is the Winner Circle. This is 50.com. Motivate you. My special guest today is no stranger.
Yeah.
Y'all know him. You love him. R&B crooner, singer, songwriter, dancer, actor, everything. He is a Renaissance man doing his thing. Please welcome to the show, my brother. I don't even like calling my little brother no more.
Nah, it's
My
all
brother,
love. Yeah.
Sammie. What's going on, bro?
What's June? Thank you for having me, King. What's happening?
Man, everything's all good. How have you been? We talked in the beginning part of the pandemic. How have you
Yeah.
been, man,
I've been
recently?
I've been I've been flourishing, man. You know me, I'm a spiritual guy, so I make sure I'm centered. I'm full of peace, light, and love and solace. I see clearly right now. So I'm grateful, man, and just truly blessed too on the music side of things. And I'm just grateful to be riding that wave of abundance and fruitfulness. So shout out to the Sammie lovers and shout out to God for being God. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really at a great place though.
How do you stay centered, bro? Like every time I have the opportunity to be in your presence or speak to you, you have this thing about you, man. It's just there's this aura, there's this energy. How do you
Hmm.
maintain that, man?
It's a daily exercise. You know, we're not who we intend to be, but who we practice being every day. And
Mm.
I go through ups and downs just like everybody else. I go through my bumps and bruises. I'm stressed sometimes. I have anxiety. So these are things that I'm aware of. So I've created safeguards and boundaries with people that I love the most, that are close to me, so I can stay centered, man. And just understanding that if I'm alive, it's another opportunity to change my circumstance. And complaining gets you nowhere anyway. So you just focus on the things that you can control and let God handle the things you can't. And once you really tap into that logic, this is what you get.
But it seems so easy, right? It
No, it's not.
seems
It's
like
not.
it should be, it's easier said than done. Some people say, why do you think people find it such a chore, so hard to kind of let go of those negative things or those things that are toxic in
Because
order to live their best life?
we want to control everything. You know, we want to fix everything. It's just naturally in us to fix things or to try to change things or try to alter things. But we forget that we are just human beings, so we're limited to what we can do. And once that's the key. Once you realize, okay, I've done everything I could do in this part of my life, and I'm still not getting the results I want. That means it's time to peace and be still. You know, as long as you keep fighting the universe, it's gonna fight back, and you're not gonna beat the divine one. And that's what I've just bowed down and succumbed to. You know, when I put my best foot forward and I did everything in my humanly possible powers to rectify a situation and I can't, then it's time for me to let it go. Because now I'm killing myself and I'm stressing myself and I'm causing myself sleepless nights and insomnia and high blood pressure because it's not my battle to fight. So I bow out gracefully. You know what I'm saying? And that's the cheat
Wow.
code, is knowing when to bow out.
Wow. Look, I use that term so often, bro. People, to me, I think it's the most gracious thing that you could do, whether you're arguing with a spouse, loved
Yep.
one, a friend, co-worker, to say,
Yep.
you know what, I'm just gonna gracefully bow out. It's not,
Yeah.
it doesn't mean that you're a punk,
It doesn't
doesn't
mean
mean
you.
that you are trying to not deal. I'm just gonna you know what? Neither
Yeah.
one of us are gonna win this because I'm very firm in what I'm thinking
Yeah.
and
For
believing.
sure.
I'm just gonna gracefully bow out.
Yeah. So I bow out gracefully a lot in life, man. And it's just saved me a lot of stress and heartache, for real, for real. You know?
How important is setting yourself up at home or having that place that allows you to zen out?
Yeah.
How
It's
important is that?
my crib and the studio and the gym are my three sanctuaries. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So I always make sure my house is tidy, some senses and some vibes is going. Uh, because if you don't have a peace of mind and you don't have anything, you're not able to function properly. You're not able to make sound decisions, and it's just very important to control your environment. Your crib should be your safe haven and your safe space. You know what I'm saying? You should not have friction and toxicity in your crib. That's just not something that is conducive to a positive outcome.
What are you reading these days that allows you to stay aligned with these thoughts and this perspective?
Right now, I'm reading Will by Will Smith, which is a beautiful read.
Amazing book.
I'm also
Amazing book.
reading The Way of the Superior Man. I've read that book about 3 or 4 times, but every chapter that I continue to level up in my life, it resonates a lot differently. And then I'm journaling a lot. Also, I really don't really document my life like I should have on paper. You know what I'm saying? Everything's so fast and tech savvy, but now I'm writing my thoughts and prayers on paper and manifesting and putting my goals down where I can see it. And now that I can see it, I can put a plan into action to execute. So those things have, between literature and just writing things down, little letters to God, has also been a great way to release things that I think we let bottle up inside of us. And then I go to therapy also. I'm pro therapy. Uh,
Mm,
I have
mm.
a therapist out in LA that I can call anytime to get some things off my chest, to attack the childhood traumas that I didn't know I embodied, and just admitting that there's something wrong, but it's not wrong like I'm crazy, but wrong that I just need to address it. I need to see that person. I need to see that little boy in me. I need to figure out if it's a mother issue, or if it's a daddy issue, or if it's a place from ego or pride. All these things I love to chisel at myself to see how I can become my best self.
And why is it important now more than ever
Hmm.
uh, for especially black men, men of color,
Yeah.
to take a look at what therapy could mean for them and
Well,
being in that great mental fitness and great mental health space?
we're born, with the odds against us off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? We're not given. Most of us come from broken homes. My mom and pop's divorced when I was 4. I'm black. It's just hard enough to make it home safe at night without getting hunted down by police officers and dealing with racism. Um, we weren't taught about financial literacy and things of that nature. So being just a black man and also having the pressures to lead and protect and provide, and women wanting you to do everything, you know what I'm saying, off the dribble, it's important to have your mental right. It's important to have your spirit right. Because the world itself is going to put enough pressure on us day in and day out. So we have to be equipped and armored on, to be able to go out there and keep a sane mentality and keep your spiritual balanced out in the line and centered. So it's just the only way I can function in this crazy world we live in.
Bro, I so appreciate you sharing that because we're in a time and place right now where, Miss USA, the young lady
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
took
Mm-hmm.
her life. Regina King's son.
Yep.
I know so many friends who have lost family members due to the same thing, and we really have to take an account of where we are mentally and check on our strong friends, right?
Yeah.
Check
For
on
real.
everybody, but check on our strong friend. You
Yeah.
you one of those strong ones, bro, and for you to say that, I know that, and I feel like I have to step my game up and say, hey, man, and I
Yeah.
text you here and
Yep.
there, hey, what's up? But we need to do more, and I think also we need to incorporate just saying, Sammie, man, I love you, bro. I'm just thinking about you. I just love
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I
you.
love you
Men of
too.
color, we don't say that enough.
We don't. We don't. Absolutely right. Just showing compassion and empathy and acts of love and kindness and true concern goes a long way.
Now, I want to talk about another kind of love, some brotherly love. Uh,
Yeah.
you and the big homie Eric Bellinger coming together, co-headliners on his new tour, Vibes on Vibe. I want people to see what we're talking about. Hey, it is
Mhm.
amazing.
Yeah.
This is gonna be dope. Jumping off next month, man. Let's
Yeah. March
let's
11th.
talk about it. What was the inspiration behind getting together with EB to put together a tour like this?
Yeah. Me and Eric Bellinger go back, man. We've done a few shows together, and every time it's been a vibe. I'm also a fan of his work, his pen. He's a prolific songwriter, an amazing vocalist. Shout out to him. Just got Grammy nominated for his recent album, New Light. Um, we're two of a kind. You know what I'm saying? He has all these accolades, but he's still humble. He's very modest. He's very talented. He knows he's one of the greatest, but he doesn't bark. You know what I'm saying? He kind of let the art showcase what he's about, and I can appreciate that. And somebody I really can call a brother too. I can text him right now. He's gonna text me. He actually just texted me before I hopped on. So we just have a great rapport on and off the stage, and it made sense to do a Vibes on Vibes joint collaborative tour together. I think it's gonna be sexy, intimate, passionate. The women are gonna love it, and it was just the perfect timing to come back outside and share this space with my brother.
And y'all talk about this in an intentional way. Music dedicated to the sensuality of a woman.
Yeah,
Why is it important now, man, as we're getting into the tour starting during Women's Month? Uh,
yeah.
why
Hmm.
is it important to speak to the sensuality of women?
I think for too long in music, especially from us men, uh, we've made women like a material thing
Hmm.
instead of
Putting
enjoying.
ownership on it. Putting
Yeah,
ownership on. Yeah.
yeah, it's giving them the ownership back and letting them control the narrative. They can walk how they want to talk, dress how they want to dress, and just be their queens and really dwell in the divinity of themselves. Anything you give a woman, she multiplies it. You give her a house, she makes it a home. You give her a seed, she gives you life, and so forth and so on, right? So I just think it's time to really praise a woman, in the essence of her spirit and her mentality, more or less just her body. The temple is very much the outer, but it's that inner glow that most women embody that I think just needs to be brought to the forefront. So in R&B, being that it's soul music, it's passion, it's vulnerability, it's transparency. That's all I really, really want to serve the people right now. I'm in that vibration.
Now let's talk about this new music that you got, because I know you can't go on the road and not give them no new music.
Yeah,
So
Satin,
let's
man.
talk about this new music and what it means for you creating it, but what
Yeah,
you want people to walk away from it after taking a listen.
it's very much blunt. It's vulgar. It's sexy. It's sensual. It's passionate. It's honest. I've always given like one or two sex joints on a project, but I never dedicated one project to just that mood, right? And just that
Mm.
playlist. Um, but I'm not really in a place where I'm sorry about anything and I'm sorry for breaking your heart or take me back. I'm not in that energy. I'm just in a place of love. That's it. All I want to do is love on my people. All I want to do is love on my lady. All I want to do is just love. So I wanted to create a playlist where you can just press play all the way through and let that create that vibe for you and your companion or your significant other. And Satin Sheets released February 11th, and the feedback has been truly remarkable and phenomenal. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to unapologetically express myself in a sensual manner in the way that I've done so, and it be well received.
Are we going to see this new wave resurgence of some really, really dope, soulful R&B music? It
Hmm.
hasn't gone anywhere. Let me just get that. Let me put that out. It hasn't gone anywhere,
Right.
but it seems as though, like you're saying, we're getting back to the essence of it. February 11th, Sassy drop.
Yeah.
February 7th, Jay Holiday dropped something. I know
Yeah.
Raheem Devon dropped. Like Eric Bellinger. Like you guys are doing some incredible work,
Yeah.
carrying the torch from some of the greats that came before you
For
and
sure.
really holding it down. How does that feel?
That feels beautiful, and shout out to all those guys you mentioned and everyone that paved the way before uh, I even picked up a microphone for allowing me to continue to walk in their footsteps. I think people are just tired of the auto tune driven music. We're living in dark times, so it's not about always being turned up and out of your mind. And people want something that resonates with their soul. And R&B is very much so that it's rhythm and blues. You know what I'm saying? So I think that people are finally ready for everything's full circle too. You just got to keep
Yeah,
going. So I
yeah.
think now all the R&B heads are back in the forefront, and the supporters really, really want that everlasting music, that timeless music that they can play 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. So um, for all of us who's journeyed on, while hip hop has dominated and really, really pushed us to the side, so to speak, I'm glad that it's coming back to the forefront.
Now, we talked about mental fitness. We talk about curating a space that allows you to live your best life. Bro, if you can talk to anyone who's watching or listening today
Hmm.
and they're trying to navigate or circumnavigate negative family, negative friends, negative situations,
Yeah.
what is the best piece of advice that you've been given to overcome your obstacles that you could share with someone who's just trying to find the light at the end of the tunnel?
Yeah, it's two individuals that came to mind off the dribble. My mom, she always said, God first, family second, all else will fall into place. Although that sounds very simple, it's hard to keep God first and hard to keep the faith and remain in unwavering faith when the bills are piling up or that deal isn't going through or you're going through a terrible breakup, etc., etc. But you have to have a source to go to in prayer and truly, truly believe, just the size of a mustard seed, to move that mountain with no rays of doubt. So God first, taking care of your tribe, family. You got to be surrounded by kindred spirits, people that's uplifting you and not putting more pressure on you. And then allowing, when I say everything else will fall in place, that's that peace again. Be still. You've done all you could do. You've said your prayers and you've taken the steps one stride at a time. Then you relax and you center yourself. And then Usher Raymond told me many years ago, uh, The journey is the destination. And at that time, that's not what I wanted to hear with what I was going through. But as I've journeyed on, I realized stop focusing on the end goal and just enjoy the process.
Right, right.
Heartbreaks, the letdowns, the negativity, the stresses, the anxiety attacks, all those things, although they sound so dark, they're prepping you into who you're becoming. You know what I'm saying? And now when those same situations arise, you know how to face them. You know how not to let those make you bow down. And you keep persevering and going. So I'm just enjoying the process now. You know what I'm saying? If I'm sad, cool, emote, feel that sadness, feel that sorrow, and then put your head up and keep going, you know? So don't focus on the end goal, because honestly, once you get to the end, there's something else you want to accomplish. There's more you want to do and obtain. So there is no end goal. The end happens when you're no longer breathing. So let's just enjoy each day and enjoy the process. And some days are going to be sunny and some days are going to be rainy. And then on the rainy days, you learn how to dance in the rain. You know what I'm saying? So
I love
those are the two most beautiful, profound things that I live by. And I try to exude that too. I don't want to just talk it, but I want to give that off when people see me and hear me.
Man, I love it. I often tell people you don't get a testimony unless you take the test. But
Yeah.
sometimes the key pieces, you don't always have to pass the test.
Nah,
You don't
nah.
always have to. It's not
Yeah,
about
yes,
acing the test. It's
yeah.
about having
Do it.
those experiences. So
Yep,
you have that testimony. We never know what Sammie has gone through.
for
We
sure,
can't very say, man, well, he did it. I could get through it. Or
for sure.
his heart was broken. My heart was broken, but he's still here.
Yeah,
He's still
yep,
singing. His voice is still being heard. He's still making music.
yeah.
So I applaud you,
Thank you.
bro, for continuing to push that piece and so many gems, man. It's important now more than ever, especially with our young men of color. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like it is needed, man. I want to change. I want to change the direction here, man. I've been playing this game called University of Dope, and
Okay.
a lot of people have been seeing me play it with on a hip hop version, with a lot of hip hop artists and celebrities. But now we have the R&B version, so it's only right
All right.
that we talk to one of the princes of R&B, Sammie himself. So
I
we're
love
gonna play this game. We got about 14 of these questions. Unpopular opinions are welcome. We are only having fun.
it.
This
Got
is
it.
all in the name of just having fun
Got
and
it.
making people have some conversation. So, Sammie, let's play University of Dope. First
Get it.
question, and
Mhm.
you only have the opportunity to pass once.
Okay.
So be mindful. If you're courageous, then you do
Yeah.
it.
Got
So
you.
here we go. First question: can I get your number? The best song to shoot your shot, is it A, Can We Talk, Tevin Campbell?
Mm-hmm.
Is it B, Come and Talk to Me, Jodeci? Is it C, Yo, Chris Brown? Or D, Just a Friend, Mario?
Best song to shoot your shot is "Can We Talk." It's a classic. Tevin Campbell. Easy.
The best baby making song from the following, is it
Mm-hmm.
A, So Anxious, Genuine? Is it B, When We by Tank? C, Say Yes, Floetry? Or D, Meeting in My Bedroom, Silk?
That's a good one. It's a tough one. Um, I'm all about nostalgia though, and Silk. Every time that record comes on, the women lose their mind. So I'm gonna have to go with "Meeting in My Bedroom."
Mm-hmm. Double entendre, Sammie. Is it A, Rain by SWV?
Mm-hmm.
Is it B, Pony, Genuine? C, Rock the Boat, Aaliyah? Or D, Peaches and Cream, 112?
Mm.
Best double entendre.
Give me my options again.
A, Rain by
Yeah.
SWV.
Mm-hmm.
B, Pony by Genuine. C, Rock the Boat, Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Or D, Peaches and Cream,
Let's go
112?
SWV.
Yeah, yeah. Choose the best non-singer from the following. Is it A, Keith Sweat?
Mm-hmm.
Is it B, Alicia off keys?
Wow.
Is it C, Slim from 112? Or D, Jennifer Lopez and Ashanti?
You know what? Keith Sweat. You know, he's not a crazy vocalist, but he got a sound that's distinct, and clearly he's in this 30th or 40th year in the R&B game. So, Keith Sweat for sure. He still
Shout out
got
to
him.
Keith Sweat. The dopest duo from the following.
Mm-hmm.
Is it A, My Boo, Usher and Alicia Keys?
Love that record.
Is it B, My First Love, Kiki Wyatt and Avant?
Mm-hmm.
C, Nobody, Keith Sweat and Athena Cage? or D, Spend My Life, Eric Benet and Tamia?
Ooh, that Spend My Life and yeah, with Eric Benet and Tamia is classic. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm biased because I'm an Usher fan, so I could easily say my boo, but that Tamia and Eric Benet joint is a vibe.
Spend My Life. All right. It's about to get warm out there, Sammie.
Yep.
Um, who would you have sing at the cookout?
Okay.
Is it A, John B? Is it B, Pink when she was black? Is it C, Adele, or D, Justin Bieber? Who you gonna have sing at the cookout?
Man, we gotta go with John B. Man, out of those, I gotta go with John B. That's most soul we got out of that.
All right. This is the age-old one, man. Still up for debate. Who won the battle of The Boy Is Mine? Was it A, Brandy, or B, Monica?
Man, I'm biased because Brandy is my vocal Bible. But then again, Monica just got that Riverdale, Southside Atlanta energy, so she kind of, her aura kind of gives her an edge. So I'm gonna go with Monica on that, just because her swag, her sauce.
All right, all right. If you could pick one artist to bring back for a one-night only concert,
Mm-hmm.
who would you choose? A, Luther Vandross, B, Whitney Houston,
Yeah.
C, Prince, or D, Michael Jackson?
Sheesh. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Mike, just to be able to see what the king of pop, that effect that he had on the people. Making men and women pass out like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
You know
that
that's right.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
All right. The best R&B soundtrack from the following is it A, Waiting to Exhale, B, Soul Food,
Mm-hmm.
C, Love Jones, or D, The Bodyguard?
Geez, that's tough. I love Bodyguard. I love Soul Food was fire. Um, what was the first option?
Waiting to Exhale.
Waiting to Exhale. Waiting to Exhale. They had those bops.
The best side chick anthem from the following is it A, You're the One, SWV, B, As We Lay, Kelly Price, C, My Little Secret Escape, or D, The Weekend by SZA?
My Little Secret paved the way for the scissor to come. So yeah, Escape.
I like how you broke that down.
Mm-hmm.
Which artist would you have sing at your funeral? A, Fantasia, B, Jennifer Hudson, C, Jasmine Sullivan, or D, Faith Evans?
All those beautiful sisters can sing, but I think Fantasia gonna take me to church. So yeah.
All right, all right. Erase one group
Mm-hmm.
from R&B history. Who would it be? A, 112,
Love 112.
B, Jodeci,
Jodeci's vibe.
C, Drew Hill, or D, Jagged Edge? If you
Just
had to
based,
erase one from
yeah,
R&B history,
yeah, just based. I grew up a Cisco fan. I love Drew Hill. 112 is like second to Boys the Men for me all time. And I just didn't get a lot of Jodeci as a youngin, so I would have to take Jodeci off.
all right, all right, all right. Erase one from R&B history if you had to. Is it A, Janet Jackson, B, Beyonce, C, Mariah Carey, or D, Whitney Houston?
It's ugly. We got Janet Jackson can't. Nah, we probably gonna take Mariah off. I'm gonna take Mariah off.
Mariah Scary got to go. All right, I see you. Last one, bro. You made it to the end. Let's do it. If you had to erase one for R&B history, who would it be? A, Chris Brown,
Can't do it.
B, Neo,
Mm-hmm.
C, Justin Timberlake, or
Mm-hmm.
D, Usher?
Usher stays. He's my king. Chris Brown is. We never seen him, and we'll never see him again. He's amazing. I gotta take Neo off that one because Justin Timberlake is like the Caucasian version of Usher. They try to put them together. So I'm gonna have to take Neo off that one.
He's
That
a
was,
hybrid version, huh? A
yeah.
hybrid version.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was University of Dope with my brother Sammie. Man, listen, it's always a great time when I play that game with people.
Yeah.
Now I'm playing the R&B version. It's so dope. Bro, let me ask you, man. You've made a lot of music
Yep.
in your day. You've sung a lot of songs. You've been around the world and for you, man, music is a soundtrack to our life.
Yeah.
I want to ask, what song best represents your journey up to this point, or what artist embodies your journey up to this point?
Um, the song is actually a hymn, a gospel song. Troubles don't last always. It's actually the first time I ever sung in front of like the public. I did that on a Sunday, and that's when my family realized I had a gift. But just the thought process of understanding there will be troubles and hardships and things that's gonna try to tear you down, but it don't last always. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that I hold dear to my heart. As far as an artist, I really just respect Usher and his ability to have come in the game so young as well and become the living icon he is just at the tender age of what, maybe 43, 44, something like that. So Usher, just following his blueprint to re-innovate or to become innovative and to redefine himself time and time again is admirable and something that I look up to.
What is the first city on the tour, and what are you looking forward to most being on this tour with Eric Bellinger?
We're starting in Atlanta, you know, and I live in Atlanta, so we start here and then we work our way around. We'll be going for 30 cities, 40 days. I'm looking forward to just the bond strengthening between me and EB. Of course, the fans, I love them, the meet and greets and hearing their stories and how my music has connected. And actually, this is my first time going on tour where I really don't get, but like I got 4 shows consecutively. Then I get a day off, and that day is a traveling day. So I'm looking forward to tapping into that lock-in mentality where I can't party and drink and have my fun like I want to because I got to give my best foot forward night in and night out. So just becoming really, really disciplined and having that self-control to be my best and greatest self for 40 days. You know what I'm saying? I look forward to that challenge.
Where can we follow you? Where can we get the album? And how can they get the tickets?
Man, go to majorconnectlive.com for your tickets and your meet and greet VIP passes. We keep the socials pretty congruent. Sammie Always is the IG, SammieAlways.com, Sammie Always on Twitter, and then my Snapchat and my Facebook, as well as my TikTok is Sammie Lee Bush. That's SammieLeigh.Bush. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the Vibes on Vibes tour. And Satin Sheets is available on all digital streaming platforms as we speak. So go set the mood and enjoy yourself.
You heard it here. Satin Sheets streaming everywhere. Go get it, buy it.
Yeah,
Vibes on Vibe is coming to a city near you.
sure.
And just listen, Sammie said it best, man. Trouble don't last always.
Now,
And some of the gems that he gave us today, put God first, family second, and everything else will fall into
yeah,
place. But always find yourself in a position to make sure your sanctuary is set up so that when you come home, you can get rid of all that negative energy, all these negative feelings. You could rid yourself from negative people so you could be in the right frame and sound mind body
very
that you
much.
could become your greatest self. Sammie, bro, we love you. I
Love,
love you. You know that.
love you.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Listen, y'all, buy it, love it, share it, like it. See him soon. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. This is the Winner Circle Motivate You here on this is 50.com. This is your host, June Archer. That's Sammie. And do me a favor. Tell somebody you love them. And maybe the last time you have the opportunity to do so. Thank
Amen.
y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all.
Love.
Peace.